Lore dump.
Hello and welcome to Lore Dump, the show where we take someone who hasn't played a game and walk them through the full story. My name is MONTY'S, and I'm here with
Neil.
And
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be first because I was going to say I was the blue ninja Chase, and I was hoping you were going to be the yellow ninja Neil, and you could have been the green ninja.
Why don't you read our minds?
Yeah, God.
sorry guys,
Come up with my bit before it happens.
come up with my bit.
I guess we're not saying franchise anymore in the intro either.
Game franchise. Yeah, I've not been saying that for a while. You guys still do.
Is that a decision?
Which is-
do you
I
feel
think it flows nicer without game franchise.
I mean, it's also funnier because, as people have pointed out, we've never done a standalone game. It has only exclusively been game franchise.
Yep. Today we're doing Mortal Kombat 2, by the way, and it's exciting.
Nice.
Yes. What do you guys think of Mortal Kombat so far?
I think we are so into it.
This is shitpost gold.
Yeah, I think in a world where Chase is going to have to sit through a lot of like Spider-Mans and like, Ghost of Tsushima, where it's like a lot of tearful endings. It's quite nice to be having some goofy wizard fun in hell.
This is kid in a candy shop level of...
I can't wait for the games to actually start taking themselves seriously with their character work.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I might like them less when they start getting there.
I can see that happening. Yeah, for sure. Especially because they're longer by that point. And yeah. Anyway, though, I've got a nice short one for you. But we are going to kick in with a wee bit of a history lesson again because I've got an update on the moral panic stuff.
I had a question. So I realized this. In that we've all been playing this, the lore.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time these came out, these would have really only mainly been played on arcade cabinets.
100%.
Are you getting your lore on the arcade cabinets, or is
Yes.
this coming from comics and
No.
stuff,
Well,
supplementary on the side?
The little beats, like for example, Kano starting on Johnny Cage on the ship over, I got that from the Mortal Kombat comic. But a lot of the details you get are from the endings or the prologues, those screens you get when you pick your fighter that gives you a little bit of backstory, and then you have to thread them together to form full narratives. And that was in the arcade machines because it encouraged you to play more.
How many quarters would that cost?
Oh, so many.
To your lore.
It was like huge
Yeah.
billion-dollar business, wasn't it, for that very
miss
reason?
when you had to, take your little $5 bill, put it in the change machine, get your cup of quarters, your tokens.
Yeah.
What do you mean we have gacha now? It's so much better.
Fuck gacha.
And arcades, just what a great time to be alive.
Fuck gacha.
in
I
terms-
say, as somebody who plays so much gacha.
In terms of my knowledge about this game, which is so limited, but like based on general, this Mortal Kombat 2 is kind of in my mind the biggest of the whole franchise. Culturally, it was kind of the most important.
I think you might be conflating it ever so slightly with Street Fighter 2,
Okay.
which is the big Street Fighter that everyone really loves.
fair enough.
Mortal Kombat 2 is a great game, but it is just Mortal Kombat 1 with more fighters, frankly.
Cool.
You will see the story is barely any different.
Is it time for more realms?
No, not quite. But it is time for more Senator Lieberman and Captain Kangaroo.
Yes! I'm so upset that they have not made these two playable characters just for the meme. Like, I'm sorry, at this point, when we have fucking like Omni-Man fighting
Yeah.
fucking
Peacemaker, yeah, it's stupid.
Peacemaker in the most recent.
I have a real problem with the fictional like pop culture characters being brought into Mortal Kombat. You also will when we get to Mortal Kombat 9. Fans know exactly what I'm talking about.
Interesting. Out of curiosity, when do the guest characters start appearing?
Mortal Kombat 9.
Were there
Phase
no
2.
guest
Phase 2.
characters before that?
Nope. You got secret unlockable characters like Reptile and stuff like that we talked about last time.
Where?
But no. It was all, yeah.
I feel like I so vividly remember guest characters, but maybe I'm just being stupid.
There are guest characters, Mortal Kombat 9. But we'll get there.
So what's Lieberman up to?
Lieberman and Captain Kangaroo.
Censorship.
So this is less about this.
No, he doesn't want to censor it. He wants it to be done correctly.
No, he also wants it to be censored.
He didn't like it when it was different fluids.
He wants it to be blood, not cum.
But he doesn't want it to be blood or cum. He doesn't know what he wants. He's also very good at the game.
That's
very
also, I'm sorry,
confused.
cum censorship is my favorite blood censorship.
So, regardless, let's talk about these two. We're not actually going to focus on them, but we're going to focus on Mortal Kombat's response to them.
Please tell me they come back every game.
No, unfortunately, this is the last time you'll hear from them. Yeah. So they condemned it, as we remember. There was a big old thing about changing the color of the fluids and stuff. In response to that condemnation of video game violence, the Mortal Kombat team introduced a friendship system to Mortal Kombat 2. After winning a fight, the player could still have the option to do a fatality where you rip out someone's head and their spine and all that good stuff. But if that was too violent for you, you could do stuff like make Liu Kang summon a disco ball and do a little dance.
Oh, I love
I'm
this.
sorry. What?
Or you could
What?
make Johnny Cage sign a photo of himself and gift it to his opponent.
Oh, this is amazing. What a great response.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good
so
stuff.
glad. I feel like they could have gone for the basic response of like just they do a handshake and it's all good, and they went fully just like, no, we're going all in.
They all get really good ones. And tiny spoilers, when we get to Mortal Kombat 11, the final Mortal Kombat, they bring friendships back and they're beautiful. And I'll just tell you now, we've got a section where I just show you every single friendship.
That's so
They're
good.
so cool. Really, really cool.
That's so good.
Anyway, Mortal Kombat 2. You ready for some lore?
Yeah.
Do you remember when period blood was blue in adverts when we were
sorry,
kids? Just speaking about.
Excuse me.
No, we're just speaking about color swaps of discharge. And
Following his defeat, fucking hell. Following his defeat, Soul Sorcerer Shang Tsung returns to Outworld and begs his master, Shao Khan the Conqueror, to spare his life. Shao Kahn's having a bad day of it. Goro didn't return from the Mortal Kombat tournament. He has gone into hiding following his defeat. He's so ashamed.
get punched in the balls too hard.
I thought that Goro fell into the pit where Scorpion, the man who
Reptile.
the man who kills people who fall in the pit but don't die.
Yeah, but then,
then
he went on a rampage and then Johnny Cage punched him in the balls.
Remember?
So he made it out of the pit.
He made it out of the pit and
So
he's gone into
Scorpion's
hiding.
bad at his job.
Reptile.
Reptile's bad at his
Yeah,
job.
we think reptile, lizard, green. Yeah. Green ninja.
Yeah, so true.
But yeah, so regardless, Goro's gone into
I'm
hiding.
not really bothered that Sub-Zero is not an animal.
I didn't want it to be misinterpreted. I'm glad that the blood is red in adverts now. It was just such a weird prudish thing that we had in TV. Did you have that?
I'm sorry,
in
are
America?
your periods not blue?
So Goro's gone into hiding, which is a major blow for Shao Kahn, because Goro is like one of his best warriors. In a bid to save his life, Shang Tsung tells Shao Kahn, I know it's Shang and Shao, so it's a little bit confusing, but Sorcerer tells Conqueror that he has a plan. The next Mortal Kombat tournament isn't due for 50 years now, but there's a loophole. The invitation for Mortal Kombat can't be turned down, remember. But if they held a new tournament in Outworld, the Earthrealm Warriors would have to attend.
But I thought it was the invading force that had to issue the invite.
But if they invite them, the Elder Gods might look down and go, oh God, are Earthrealm trying to invade now? Oh. This gets explained a lot better later on, but right now that is all the information you get from the game, and I'm going to let you sit with that confusion because it doesn't make much sense.
Why would Earthrealm go?
Well, Shang Tsung goes to Sonya Blade and Kano. Yeah, because they fell into so that's the mercenary and the soldier. And remember, they fell into the portal into Outworld, so they got scooped up by Outworld guards. Shang Tsung takes them, and he gives them to Shao Kahn as a gesture of goodwill. Kahn agrees to the plan, using his power to restore Shang Tsung's youth. He extends an invitation, because remember, he's an old man, now he looks like a young man. That's basically, they've changed the way he looks, that's the explanation for it. It's soul magic, it makes you rejuvenate.
Sure.
He extends an invitation to Raiden, and the Thunder God agrees.
Right.
So he's like, Raiden, Mortal Kombat, and I guess Raiden kind of has to because you can't turn it down, right? So Raiden goes off, gathers his warriors once more, and he brings them to Outworld.
How did it take them 500 years to work out this loophole?
I had no idea. So, our cast of Earthrealm Warriors.
Sorry, why is Raiden wearing a high-vis vest?
It's like you get given in gym class.
It's terrible, isn't it? This is not Raiden's best look. This is one of his worst. So our cast of Earthrealm Warriors return. We got Raiden the Thunder God. We got Liu Kang, the Chosen One, best fighter, Shaolin Monk. We got Johnny Cage. But they are joined by a couple of newbies this time. So we got some new characters. The first is one of my favorites. Major Jackson Briggs, a.k.a. Jax. After receiving a distress signal from Sonya Blade, he brings Johnny Cage in for questioning. Cage is running around releasing a movie where Sonya is a main character, so it's all quite sus. Sonya's missing. Jax is like, Johnny Cage, did you meet Sonya? And he goes to speak to Johnny Cage. Cage tells Jax that Mortal Kombat is real, and at first Jax doesn't believe him, but eventually comes to Outworld to see what's going on, and he sees that it's all true.
How does he come there?
I will
you
tell
see-
you later.
What?
There is an answer for that, which we'll get into later this episode.
Okay.
I'm loving this picture of Jax's fatality here, where I'm sure that these like little logos are meant to be counters for like how many rounds you've won. But the way that they're positioned next to his head does look like he's just ripped off this man's Dragon Balls, and he's just holding them triumphantly to the sky.
You've brought us into a nice segue here. I'm assuming his fatality is that he rips off their arms.
It is, yes.
I think I know something
And
about this
also their
character,
balls.
which makes that very funny.
Yes.
Is he gonna lose his arms?
No, you're gonna see. So Jax is like, oh my god, it's all true. And Jax, as a result, enters Mortal Kombat 2 to rescue Sonya and retrieve Kano and bring him back to prison.
So you don't really have to be invited, is what we're getting. Is he a soldier? Is he like a marine?
He
or
is
something?
Special Forces. That's what we call them. Yes, Special Forces. They're like not quite the U.S. Army, but they're like a faction in the U.S. Army. But we refer to them as Special Forces. They work for the army. He enters the tournament. Going to get them. Both Sonya and Kano are tied up in the background of some of the fights. Kano's off to the left. You can't see him, but you see Sonya there. Not playable characters this game.
Interesting.
Because they're tied up.
Because they're tied up.
Legitimately, yeah. Jax's fatality is that he rips the arms off of his opponents and they bleed out on the floor. And yes, right now, he will get metal arms, Chase. Eventually, Jax will get metal arms.
That's called karma.
He's gonna rip off so
Right now, he just has big gauntlets on his arms, but they're not metal. Well, he has them, but it's almost like you see for yourself in the picture. Like they're like little wrists.
Oh, they're just
wrist
like wrist
bracelets.
tape, kind of wrist bracelet. things.
Yeah, they strengthen him, but they're not made. His arms aren't made of metal right now. They will be. The second newbie we meet is Kung Lao. Shaolin monk, good friend of Liu Kang, and the last descendant of the great Kung Lao, who was defeated by Goro just before the events of Mortal Kombat 1. This is like his great grandson.
but not the chosen one.
It's quite. To have two Shaolin monks who are pals with each other seems like we're maybe running out of ideas.
Maybe. Although Kung Lao is quite cool. So his whole deal is with his fatality is that the rim of his hat is razor sharp. So he throws it like a frisbee and it cuts his foes in half.
He's odd job.
It's very odd job coded. Yeah. And the hat is really cool.
Is it?
It's so cool. Look, he takes it off, he throws it like a frisbee. You're not a Kung Lao fan? Okay, that's fine.
I mean,
Look at the violence.
Throwing your clothing at someone doesn't sound cool. I'll give you that.
He doesn't throw it to chop someone's head off either. He throws it vertically, so it chops them right down the middle.
it's more the hat is giving like forest ranger.
I mean, that's just a Shaolin monk hat, but it's just got a razor rim. Forest Ranger. Okay, it's fine. Well, regardless, what? Okay,
Monty likes Kung Lao. I think.
I like Kung Lao. He's fun. Also, Sub-Zero's back.
Why do his eyes look
Who's he
like that?
fighting on behalf of?
So thought to have been killed in the Shaolin tournament, Sub-Zero mysteriously returns. It is believed he traveled to Outworld to again assassinate the sorcerer Shang Tsung. To do so, he must fight his way through Shao Kahn's tournament. During the tournament, he faces Kung Lao, who swings at his face with his razor hat. At the last moment, Sub-Zero sprays ice over his right eye to protect it. The hat slices a scar across his eye, but his sight is saved. You don't see it here, but he does have a big scar when he turns his face.
Who's he fighting on behalf of?
He's just fighting for himself.
But I thought that you were a representative for your realm because the winning realm.
Yeah, is his
well,
is
if
his
he
realm
wins-
now not Netherrealm?
If he wins Earth, no, he's not in Netherrealm. He's from Earthrealm. Remember, it's bizarre. He died.
but so now he's Netherrealm.
Well, I don't know.
Or do only demons count there? Is it like natural borns?
No. You could say that he should be fighting for Netherrealm. He is just fighting for
Do we
himself.
get like a council to thumbs up the competitors? Because like you don't want fucking Jeff showing up and it's like no. Yes, I'll be representing Earthrealm, and you're like go fine.
Just wait until you meet Stryker.
The only person he needs to invite is Raiden. Anybody else can just show up as they please.
So yeah, Sub-Zero's back. Really cool moment with the fight with Kung Lao. But of course, if Sub-Zero's back, that also means that his rival Scorpion would return as well. The hell-spawned Spectre rises from the Netherrealm.
Wait. Mm-hmm. Why does Scorpion have white eyes, but Sub-Zero doesn't? They're both dead.
Good question.
Can Sub-Zero also rip his face off?
No, he can't.
Boo.
It's weird that Sub-Zero's back. I will just say that. It is weird and it will be answered. So
Is he fighting on behalf of another realm?
Scorpion is just here because Sub-Zero's here and he wants to kill him. He very much is like the Jeff that you described, where he's I'm here too. And everyone's like, fine.
They're enemies to lovers.
Yeah. So after learning of Sub-Zero's return, he again stalks his old foe to Outworld, vowing to finally have his revenge, even though he already had his revenge last game.
Was it ever worked out that it in fact wasn't Sub-Zero that killed his family?
Yeah, maybe. On Shao Kahn's side, we have the shape-shifting sorcerer Shang Tsung. This is what he looks like now. He's much younger.
Oh.
Yeah, more prepared for battle. His fatality is that he uses soul magic to drain the life essence of a person, making him stronger and disintegrating them.
Did making him younger also made him not white anymore? He was definitely white in the prior game.
Yeah, I mean, he's meant to be an Asian man, but you're right, it was off. It was very white in the in Mortal Kombat 1.
I mean, fair enough. Also, he has white eyes. Is he also dead?
No, that's just the way his eyes go milky white when he absorbs someone's soul. That's just the way it works.
Also, that fatality is brutal.
It is brutal. He eats their soul, and that is that's like his whole thing.
Excuse you. He noms their soul.
He noms their soul. We also have Reptile.
Kind of fit now as well. It's a bit.
Are you thirsting for Shang Tsung?
I can see a world in which someone would. Yeah,
He's like 3,000 years old. If
I know. It's awful.
It does help.
So we've also got Reptile.
Experience is the greatest teacher. Oh, Reptile's back.
So the mysterious green ninja from the first game, he returns.
He's not sneaky now. He's not a hidden character.
No, you can do your stuff with him.
I'd love for all the people who did not do all the guff to unlock him in Mortal Kombat 1. They're like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah. Well,
why is there a third Sub-Zero?
there's a lot of characters showing up where people are like, who is that? It's like it was an Easter egg from this stupid thing. It was whatever. But yeah, so he returns as Shang Tsung's bodyguard, but rumors circulate that his human appearance might be an illusion. It's believed to disguise that he is the last surviving Zaterran. Zaterran, a race of reptilian-looking creatures. Yeah. His fatality is that he rips off his mask, showing his reptilian side, and he eats his opponent's head. He's eating Kung Lao's head here.
Look, Sub-Zero just doesn't get to rip off his face. Everybody gets to rip off their face.
Yeah.
But you know what I really want to know? Unrelated. Who is the Edna Mode of this world who makes the matching but color swapped ninja costumes for all the ninjas?
Who is the Edna Mode of this world?
Do all of the ninja clans, like, they're like, you know, they're arguing all the time, fighting all the time, but they will come together once in a while to decide on who their personal tailor is.
Despite
just
our
to make
names,
sure it's consistent.
Despite our names, we're not animals. Okay, we're going to hold ourselves to a standard of clothing here.
We've also got Kitana working on the side of Outworld, daughter of Shao Kahn and his personal assassin. But it's odd. Sure. As the tournament goes on, Kitana is spotted talking to Liu Kang, the Earthrealm champion. Shao Kahn suspects that she's teaching him about Outworld customs. Seems like she's taken a liking to him. Ooh. Kitana's fatality is that she fights with fans made of knives and can use them to chop her opponent's arms off, but she also has a kiss of death that makes her enemies blow up like a balloon and explode. That's Sub-Zero there.
Mortal Kombat inflation fetish?
Yeah, it's weird. Kitana has a twin sister, Melina.
Sure.
Melina's dazzling appearance conceals her hideous intentions. At Shao Kahn's request, she is asked to watch for her... At Shao Kahn's request, she is asked to watch for her twin's suspected dissension. Her fatality reveals that under her mask, she has humongous teeth and a wide shark-like jaw. She devours her enemies and spits them back up as bones.
Sure.
Yeah. There's a real thing where it's like, ooh, sexy lady, is what they kind of do with this. That's what this is. So yeah,
And a lot of people now are still presumably very into it.
Oh, she gets like so sexualized as the series goes on. Phase 2 is like she's like so horny for death, man. It's crazy. Anyway, that finally brings us to our last contestant, Baraka. Baraka
has the same face.
Baraka is hideous. His mouth pulls back just like Melina's to reveal a gigantic jaw and razor-sharp teeth. He fights with his bones, which shoot out of his arms, almost like Wolverine's claws. He is a Tarkatan, a race of mutants who live in the wastelands of Outworld.
Just like Wolverine.
Yeah, it's very Wolverine-coded Baraka, except the big demon face. In the days before the tournament, he led a siege on the Shaolin temples and killed Liu Kang and Kung Lao's friends and mentors. The Shaolin monks are dead, and Baraka did it. He led his... But there's
You're
a bunch
not
of...
supposed to be doing that without a Mortal Kombat, Baraka.
You're absolutely not meant to be doing that. And weirdly, the Elder Gods do nothing. That feels like an invasion.
Yeah.
Maybe it's only an invasion if your like goal is to take over the entire planet.
If Chase and I go over to kick someone a bit, that's fine.
If it's selective to like a specific group, maybe that's not an invasion.
You have to use
That's
the words,
targeted.
I am invading.
Or maybe it's a numbers game. How many of them are there? 8? Nah.
If you haven't hit 50% threshold of the Earth, it's not an invasion.
When Mortal Kombat 2 begins, Liu Kang and Kung Lao, they're out for revenge. They want to take down Baraka. They're angry at everybody, want to take him down. Cool. During the first round, Liu Kang gets that revenge, beating Baraka back. Liu Kang raises his fists, preparing to end the mutant for what he did to his friends, but is able to maintain his composure. He doesn't kill Baraka. No fatality. This is him doing his bicycle kick, where he flies through the air.
I need a second button that says no fatality.
No fatality. In the second round, Kitana and Melina face each other. Melina is vicious in her attacks.
Why are they fighting each other?
And what happens if Kitana wins the tournament? Who gets to invade who?
Nah.
It just doesn't matter.
Well, so Melina starts
It's
this
just
fight.
vibes based.
So Melina kind of starts this fight. So Melina's very vicious in her attacks and cuts Kitana deeply, and eventually Kitana beats her down. And as she's down on the ground, Melina's like, "You planned to betray us!" And she rips off her mask and bares her teeth. "All because some Earthrealmer has caught your eye, after everything Father has done for you." "No, sister," Kitana replies sadly, looking at where Shao Kahn watches from his throne. "That man is not my father, and you are not my sister." Kitana reveals that Shao Kahn is not her dad, but her stepdad. Shao Kahn murdered her parents when she was a baby and raised her as his own. Not only that, but Melina isn't her sister, but a grotesque clone of Kitana made by Shao Kahn. Refusing to believe it, Melina bares her teeth and tries to bite off Kitana's face. But quick as a flash, Kitana cuts her throat with a fan. Her one sister bleeds out in the sand of Shao Kahn's Colosseum.
Fatality.
I'm not going to lie, I'm considerably less interested in them. I really want to know what's up with these purple guys in the background.
Yeah, so
Just been watching the Purple Monks
I
for the
have
last 5
just
minutes.
been watching the purple
the
guys.
drama. So yeah, these are purple monks.
They're flying.
This is the Soul Sanctum deep in Shao Kahn's fortress. If you step through there, that will lead in. That's a portal. It's a gateway that will lead to other realms.
Which one?
Any, pick one. Where do you want to go?
You
Macca's.
you stand in front of it, you click your heels, you go, "There's no place like Netherrealm. There's no place like Netherrealm."
Yeah. Anyway, so eventually it's time for Scorpion versus Sub-Zero. They eye each other. They're fighting in the same place because this is where I got the footage.
It's a very sensual look.
They eye each other for a moment, and then quick as a flash, they collide. Scorpion throws his spear at Sub-Zero's face, but the Ice Warrior is too quick. He freezes the spear, the ice encases Scorpion's arm, and he knocks him into the dust, victorious once again. "Kill me," Scorpion
I thought
rumbles.
he was meant to always lose.
Oh, he does always lose later, yeah, but right now he's still doing quite well.
Oh, okay.
"Kill me," Scorpion rumbles as he lies helplessly on the ground. "No," Sub-Zero responds, reaching out his hand and helping his foe to his feet.
Giving him a friendship.
He's trying very hard to get into heaven. We got to remember that is now Sub-Zero's primary motivation. He's very insecure that he's going to go to hell.
Santa told him he's on the naughty list.
Scorpion pauses. He looks into his enemy's eye and realizes something. This isn't Bi-Han, the original Sub-Zero.
What?
This is someone else.
What?
This is Kuai Liang, Sub-Zero's younger brother.
Why? Why do they both have ice powers?
On that day, well, they're bonded by blood. On that day, Scorpion takes a new oath, not of revenge, but protection. "I've taken a life," Scorpion announces. "Now I must devote myself to protecting one. From this day, Kuai Liang, the new Sub-Zero, is under my protection."
Why? Does he need it? He just beat you.
I was literally about to say.
Yeah, he doesn't need it, but it's definitely the vibe of like, "Oh, you're not your brother, you're not the killer that he once was, blah 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 blah. You're someone new, and you've shown me mercy, so I will repay
So
that
why
in
can
kind."
one of them come back from the dead, but the other can't?
No. Well,
Neither of these have done.
Scorpion was brought back by Quan Chi.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero is just dead.
Okay. But surely then he's in Netherrealm.
Yeah,
Oh, he'll never get to go to heaven then.
he's still
He's
down
going to be
there.
insecure forever.
Yeah. Sub-Zero, still in the Netherrealm. He's dead. Kuai Liang is the Sub-Zero that we know, the iconic Sub-Zero now. This is the Sub-Zero. Bihan was Mortal Kombat 1 Sub-Zero, and he will never be Sub-Zero again.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Will he come back?
Bihan may return, but Sub-Zero Bihan does not. Our chosen one, Liu Kang, is the true victor here, no surprise. And he rapidly approaches the final battle where he will face Shao Kahn. But oh no, is that a green lady ninja? Oh, well, it turns out that this is Jade, a secret boss. She is from...
Another clone.
Well, she's from the Edenian realm. Jade is black. I should point that out. I don't know if that's clear from
She's
this
from
picture.
she's from Rivendell.
She's from Rivendell, from Edenia, yeah. Yeah, so the realm is basically the Garden of Eden. Well, it turns out that Shao Kahn has conquered Edenia, and Jade has grown up alongside years and years ago prior to the events of
Mortal Kombat.
In another Mortal Kombat. Yeah, he just did it.
Or was it before you needed to do
I think it was before that Mortal Kombat. I can't remember.
The other gods saw that happen, and they went, we really got to put some rules in place.
I told you we needed policy.
No, actually, I'm not going to tell you how. We do learn, and it is interesting how Shao Kahn conquers Edenia. It's interesting. Regardless, Jade is here.
Fuck your Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Jade, as a result of this conquering, has grown up alongside Melina and Kitana. She's actually Kitana's like bodyguard, her handmaiden, her right hand. She leaps in and attacks Liu Kang, but he's able to beat her back. But oh no, is that a second secret boss? It's the Grey Ninja, Smoke.
God fucking I'm sorry. I don't care how iconic Mortal Kombat is. Their character designs suck.
They get better.
I'm assuming this one doesn't come back because it's the only one of the ninjas I haven't recognized.
Smoke is pretty important. It's the Grey Ninja.
I definitely recognize that name.
So Smoke, not much is known about Smoke at this time, other than the fact he came to the tournament with Kuai Liang, the new Sub-Zero, and Liu Kang beats him back too. That's it.
So we find out Smoke is actually the old Sub-Zero.
I will tell you this, Smoke. I'll just tell you this now. Smoke is part of Sub-Zero's clan, the Lin Kuei.
The ones that were all killed.
The ones that no. Sub-Zero's clan weren't all killed. No, they're still going strong. Yeah. The Shirai Ryu are who you're thinking of. That's Scorpion's clan.
He had to put a special order in with Edna Mode, though. Edna Mode normally
so
wanted to
look like Sub-Zero. Yeah. So regardless, he beats him back. But oh no, a third secret boss. So Noob Saibot appears.
I'm sorry, what?
A ninja assassin all in black.
Tobias Boone.
I'm glad we both went for the same thing of trying to read backwards.
Yes, Tobias Boone.
But also noob.
Did noob mean that then?
So John Tobias.
Because noob was like around in like Leet Speak days.
Maybe.
Well, okay, so I can tell you that so John Tobias is one of the co-creators of Mortal Kombat. So Saibot is just a little nod to him.
Okay.
Yeah. And Boone is Ed Boone. Ed Boone. Is also one of the co-creators of Mortal Kombat. Is this important? No, just an interesting thing. So Noob Saibot is Tobias Boone backwards, like you pointed out. That's the surnames of the two creators of Mortal Kombat.
And he is just
I was double-checking that.
Another fucking color swap.
Well, so Ninja Assassin all in black. Not much is known about this mysterious man, but I will tell you that he's here under orders of the Brothers of Shadow.
Wait, I'm sorry, he's going to come back?
Quan Chi and Shinnok's cult. He bursts out of a Netherrealm portal and ambushes Liu Kang, but we beat him back and finally make it to the final round of the tournament. So Noob Saibot, who is this mysterious man?
I think Noob Saibot is the original Sub-Zero.
Who is this mysterious man?
The original Sub-Zero.
Shao Kahn awaits, holding his massive warhammer above his head, itching to paste the sand with Liu Kang's blood.
I see no warhammer, actually. I just see his fists.
Our boy knocks him back with a bicycle kick and punches him so hard he explodes.
Is this a running theme? Baddies explode?
Once again, Liu Kang saves the day. Not quite a fatality, but he does beat him back. Liu Kang saves the day.
Well, nobody's ever going to do a Mortal Kombat again.
Yeah,
that was kind of his
terrible
thing.
plan. That's it. Mortal Kombat 2 complete. Epilogue. So, Liu Kang and Kung Lao return to Earthrealm and decide they're going to rebuild the Order of Shaolin monks, training up a new generation of warriors. Jax saves Sonya, and the pair return to Earthrealm. They try to arrest Kano, but he escapes, joining Shao Kahn's forces as a weapons dealer.
I love his little shadowy face in the background.
Why do you need a weapons dealer
and of course,
in hell?
There's a purple guy.
No. I think you completely misunderstood me and you misheard me. Kano joins Shao Kahn's forces Outworld as a weapons dealer. Outworld, the fantasy world, now has guns.
Oh. Oh dear.
Johnny Cage goes back to Hollywood and he makes Mortal Kombat 2. It's a raving success. In the movie, he wins Mortal Kombat.
And he's not even in this game as a fighter, is
I know
he?
he's in it as a fighter,
is,
yeah. He's
right,
just not important to the plot.
Is
It's
he
just
literally going to make every game into a movie?
For killing Melina, Katana...
And he wins it all.
For killing Melina, Katana is imprisoned for treason. So Shao Kahn takes her and locks her in the dungeon. With the tournament over, Scorpion is sent back to the Nether Realm.
Oh.
I thought Shao Kahn exploded. Am I getting...
Yeah, he did explode, but he didn't die.
What? Why?
Because I didn't...
Chase, he just exploded.
He did fatality, Chase.
He casually he woke up in Netherrealm and went, fuck's sake. Okay,
He recovers from his wounds, basically. It's the explosion.
He recovered
is just
from
a
explosion.
Game. Yeah. So Scorpion's sent back to the Netherrealm. Kuai Liang, the new Sub-Zero, returns to his clan, licking his wounds, and very confused that Scorpion has now sworn to protect him.
I don't like that he doesn't have his mask on.
Yeah.
Feels weird seeing him without a mask.
Later, I really like his look, but not yet. Cool. Mortal Kombat 2 done. Because this episode's so short, I've got another spin-off game for you. You ready?
Nice.
This one is worse than Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero.
Here we go.
Excuse you, Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero was great.
One of the
sure.
great games of the 90s.
This one is Mortal Kombat Special Forces.
Oh, it's Jax with metal arms.
Yes. Don't question it. Jax starts this game with metal arms. It takes place 2 years before Mortal Kombat.
What the fuck?
He just has metal arms now, okay? So, Mortal Kombat Special Forces sucks. It's an action platformer for the PlayStation 1 where we play as Jax Briggs. It takes place sometime before Mortal Kombat 1. We open with a stylish Bond-esque music video, swirling colourful patterns.
Folks, it's like a 70s sort of psychedelic background, which seems totally at odds with this character and
swirling
this
colourful patterns, a funky jazz saxophone that show our hero Jax Briggs and our villain Kano, leader of the Black Dragon Mercenaries. Kano escaped from prison a few weeks ago. Everyone's on the lookout. Jax cruises down the highway in his sick purple sports car, and a call comes in from a woman called Gemini, a Special Forces operative and the voice in our ear for this game. We will never meet Gemini. Jax, she crackles on the radio. We have a situation. What's up, Gem? We have a breakout at the Special Forces Maximum Security Facility. A group of highly dangerous superhuman criminals have escaped the compound and are at large. Kano, Jax spits. The list of escaped prisoners are as follows, Gemini says, and we get our bosses. No Face. Tasia. Jarek.
I wonder what Tasia's weapon's gonna be.
And it's not what you think. And Tremor. So we have our mission and our bosses. Apparently, Kano's crew are hiding out at an abandoned warehouse in the far side of town. Jax is the only man for the job, baby. When he gets there, the Special Forces
What's
unit...
Sonya up to?
She's, I don't know, busy.
Right.
She was originally planned to be in this game, actually.
I was going to say, it seems like it should have been both of them.
It was meant to be a two-player co-op game, and in the end, they just scrapped that concept and Sonya went with it.
That feels like a very difficult thing for a PS1 game.
Yeah. When he arrives, the Special Forces unit sent ahead of him have already been torched. Their bodies lie crisping in the evening air.
Come with me.
Kano! Jack roars, throwing his big metal arms into the air. You're gonna pay for this! A figure ambushes him. No Face. No Face
Very
has
much
no
has
face.
a face.
It definitely has a face.
Well, No Face is a mercenary who has no face.
That's not true.
His pale skin has no nose, ears, or hair.
I see a nose.
It's two slits.
Also, a hair is not part of a face.
Well, he wields a flamethrower and
Neither are ears.
He wields a flamethrower and has dynamite strapped to his chest.
Oh, God. What if this guy's going to go out?
Did he blow up his face?
Jax pulls out a gun and shoots the dynamite. No Face goes boom, bye-bye No Face.
Fatality.
Absolutely. Hearing the boom, Gemini calls in. Jax, are you okay? Yeah, Jax says. I just had a little fire to snuff out.
Seems like
is he going to be punny?
No, in this
Seems
game
like
he is.
you lit a fire, if anything.
Yeah, good point. So we track the Black Dragon into some sewers. This is what the game looks
Oh,
like.
do you remember when it all was like this?
Yeah.
Early 3D, baby. It was. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks to what was that Jedi Adventures game where you play as Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, and you're. This is Thought it looked so good.
The good old days. Yes, so we go into the sewers. We're tracking our next boss, where we come face to face with Tasia. Tasia wears purple and has 2 swords.
Taser swords?
Jax kills her and calls Gemini.
Fatality.
We will never learn any more about Tasia. She never comes back.
Arguably, she has just as much face as No Face did.
Yeah, the limitations of the PS1 mean that almost everyone is no face in this.
Yeah, pretty much. So Jax kills her, calls Gemini, and she's like, everything okay? And she sounds really concerned. Ooh, does she maybe have feelings for our
They've
man?
put a lot more work into making sure that this character's breasts are clearly, drawn as opposed to the face. It seems like the chest area is a lot more HD.
Yeah, it does, yeah. So yeah, she's like, everything okay? And he's like, oh yeah, he replies, climbing out of the sewer. I just got in a close shave with a twin-bladed honey. Too bad I had to take her out. That Tasia sure was a looker.
Oh, Jax!
Jax, Gemini mutters. The mission, if you concentrate for just a second, I've got some news. The Black Dragon's next signal has pinged from a nearby office building. Waiting at the office is Jarek. Jarek actually matters. Yeah, the worst name, but he's the one that matters. He's a Black Dragon mercenary who is basically Kano's second in command. That is all we learn about him here, though, because Jax beats him, tries to kill him, but Jared runs away.
Jarek.
We'll talk about Jarek more another day. Just some punk with a sharp toy, Jax mutters. Yeah, well, Gemini says, next time, Jax, don't wait so long to make contact. A woman doesn't like to be kept waiting, you know. Is that a little flirt? In his desperate... We will never meet Gemini again after this game. In his desperation getaway, Jarek dropped a data pad. Jax uses it to track his next victim, mercenary, who is Tremor.
Oh.
That is a horrible design.
Yeah, it's, again, really difficult to get these pictures from the game, but there you go. Tremor. Tremor is in the lost city of Sin
It's a
Klang.
wide stance.
It's a wide stance, my guy. Tremor looks a bit like a sort of attempt at one of the ninjas we've seen in the other games.
That is exactly what he is.
Yeah.
He is a beige ninja.
Why are the creators so bad at coming up with new designs?
Well,
I assume this game was not made by them.
It is either
it was not.
human
No.
or color swap ninja.
By the time this was made, I can't remember which one it was. John Tobias, I think, had left, one of the co-creators. A lot of the OG team had left by the point Special Forces was made.
They must
Ed
have
Boon
made
was still
all
around.
the money in the world with
It was a
the
nightmare.
arcade world.
By Cybot.
This was pure development hell, this game, and it shows, frankly. So, Tremor. Tremor is in the lost city of Sin Klang. It's a dusty canyon full of ruins. The perfect place for Tremor to be hiding out, because he's actually a ninja who has powers similar to Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Do you want to guess what his powers are?
Is it earthquakes?
It's earthquakes. Yeah. Sub-Zero is ice, Scorpion's fire, Tremor's earth. He can throw dirt,
And
boulders.
Reptile is lizard.
Reptile is lizard.
Bite your
yes.
head off.
Yeah, he can cause earthquakes. We will never learn anything else about Tremor because Jax kills him.
Fatality.
Thank you. So, why here? Why Sin Klang? What is so special about this place, you might ask? Well, Jax turns a corner, leaving Tremor's body to rot, and sees what Kano's been hiding. A dimensional gateway. Jax has never seen anything like it before. Gemini, he says.
Wait a second. Wait. Mm-hmm. Didn't when Jax got brought in Mortal Kombat 2, he went, there's no other dimensions?
Yeah.
That.
Special Forces is not a great game. So yeah, and he's like, Gemini, Kano's found an ancient gateway. It appears to be a portal of sorts. God only knows where it'll take me. You can't be thinking of going through it. It could be a trap. You might not come back. If I know Kano like I do, it's gotta be this means to world domination. I'm going in. You've got a cast iron head to match your arms. You know that? I'll bring you back something nice, he says. Just make sure you come back.
That is the something nice.
That's the character work you're getting. Is you enjoy it? So the portal leads to Outworld, and Kano is waiting. Oops. Sorry, spoilers, he wins.
Wait. So this takes place between Mortal Kombat 1 and 2?
No, this takes place a couple of years before 1.
The main thing I'm trying to wrap my head around is who knew the existence of realms at what point in time in the story.
Don't worry about
It's
it.
so important to me.
Yeah, don't worry about
It's
it.
important to me.
So the portal leads to Outworld. Kano is waiting. Well, he leers, spreading his arms wide. If it isn't Jackson Briggs, the pesky Special Forces soldier here to get revenge for all his troops.
Thank you for
he's
the
England.
backstory.
We see a red jewel on a wall behind him. That is the eye of Chitian. Kano grins.
Whoa. We're veering very English here.
I can't do Australian.
You can.
Just take it. That's
The eye of a Chitian.
the eye of Chitian.
What?
It's spelled CH, but it is with a soft sh sound. Chitian. So Kano grins and he points at the jewel and he goes,
Chitian all over this jewel.
with a little tweaking, I can harness its power and use it to walk between this world and our world. You have the privilege of being the first to serve me.
You know who you're doing?
Who am I doing?
You're doing that one orc from Shadow of War, the one who rat bag. That's who you're doing.
Right back. I thought I was veering into penguin a little bit from yeah, you're right.
You were a little bit.
It's fine. Look, I have 4 voices. Leave me alone.
We can't all be Neil.
Yeah, we're going to be stuck with Kano for a while, by the way, so I hope you enjoy this. So, Jax smirks at Kano and he goes, the only thing I'm going to serve you is a steel fist. He cleaves into Kano and knocks him to the ground. And after I'm done pounding you, I'm going to haul you back to prison, where this overgrown light bulb won't be able to help you.
Right, bring the senator back. I don't want kids playing this.
Kano is...
It's okay. When they censor that blood, they're going to know what this game's really about.
So Kano's a toughie, but Jax brought a rocket launcher. With a big boom, he knocks Kano unconscious.
That classic thing rocket launchers do.
Yeah.
He grabs the eye of Chitian and zap. Everyone gets back to Earthrealm safe and sound. Gemini calls him. Looks like you made it back home. Hell yeah, Jax smiles.
This is the most PS1 era looking portal I've ever seen.
Right, yeah. So Jax has brought a present back with him, the Eye of Chitian.
I love you, baby
This
girl.
might-
Have some Chitian.
By the way, this might take you to hell.
The Eye would go on to form the technology Special Forces uses in their dimensional gateway. So Special Forces can just go to Outworld now using the Eye of Chitian.
Despite the fact that Jax does not believe in other realms.
Yes, 100%. But it's basically, it's that. It shows that Jax and Kano hate each other, and it explains how in future games, Special Forces can just
So
come and
also,
go.
not a present for her. He said that and then immediately went, nah, I'm just kidding. I'm going to take it to my boss.
Get it to the nerds in the lab.
Yeah.
And that's it. There you go. Mortal Kombat 2 and Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Did you enjoy yourselves?
Yes.
Are you having fun?
Yes.
Having a great time.
I thought you'd enjoy
Having
these.
a great time.
Cool. Then we're going to leave it there. I've not got a tease because it's going to be Mortal Kombat 3 next. It's about as long as this one.
But what color ninja are we getting next time?
Who knows? Oh, there's so many colors to choose from.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And why not tell us who your favorite character from this spin-off game is. Is it is it No Face? Is it Jared? Is it Shitty Crystals?
Who's Shitty Crystals? Oh, Chitian.
Enjoy this tease for the next piece of shit we do.
What is this series? Why are we doing that?